Well, let's go back to the air quality concerns because of the wildfires out west. Joining me now is Jeffrey Brook, an air quality expert. Jeffrey, thanks very much for joining us.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good morning.
I don't know if you had a chance to see that video of Winnipeg, Toronto. The air quality issues are across the country, it seems.
Yeah, this smoke's been coming out for a while now, building up and spreading. So, yeah, overnight last night, I think we saw our worst levels so far in the Toronto area in southern Ontario.
And what are the big concerns, short term and long term, when you're exposed to this?
Mostly it's going to be people who do deal with respiratory problems and regularly, asthmatic, people with COPD, and they will be able to recognize symptoms and hopefully be able to get inside where their air is cleaner. I think another area to be really watching for is if you're someone who's battling a respiratory infection at this current time, maybe it's a little bit of a cold or it's a lingering cold, that could be exacerbated, and this cold could get worse or even go beyond that to serious infection. So respiratory infections are another real thing to be watching for.
And if you don't have those issues, is there a concern long-term exposure to this could cause them or bring them on?
The jury's still out on whether or not a week of high pollution like this has a long-term effect. I mean, it all adds up, definitely. Our body feels it, and it does respond with inflammation inside the body. Not a good thing, but in the grand scheme of things, if it's temporary like this, it'd be hard to detect. So it's more like what happens to those who are in sort of a state of other concerns that then become worse and then could have lasting effects because they've become worse because the fire smoke is sort of the last straw that kicked them over the edge.
And I mean, this is ongoing. Any indicators when it might ease up, or is this something we could be looking at for the summer?
Yeah, it seems to be. Looking at the fire maps ongoing right now out west, there is incredible amounts of fires from northern BC and southern Yukon all the way through to the ones we first started paying attention to in Manitoba. And clearly, nearby, it's incredible. Like the pictures we're seeing, it's incredible. Not a lot of relief. The rain that we seem to be getting is coming and helping slow it down. But long term, if you look at the sort of the maps for fire weather for this summer and the season, all of Canada from Western Ontario to the coast to the west is in the bright red, meaning extreme conditions. For us, this spot smoke we're seeing now seems like the models are saying it's going to be lingering over southern Ontario through the weekend. And sometimes maybe it's more above the ground than at the ground. But yeah, I think we're going to be seeing hazy skies at least through the weekend.
Okay. Jeffrey, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Jeffrey Brook is an air quality expert.